This is a Thorens TD 165 that we picked up about 16 years ago for my son. He was 16 at the time. We found it on eBay for a great price, did some modifications to it, and it now is sort of a Franken 160. We changed the tone arm to a TP16, I think it's Mark II, which was the Romass tone arm, and I had an opportunity to make some changes now. I had restored another TD160, and he had an issue with this, so I gave him the one I restored, and now we have uh, his here, and I decided I'm going to get rid of the low mass arm and put the the TP16 back on it. And while I'm in here, I thought I would change the pulley. And that's what we're going to do today. I have not finished wiring the tone arm. That will be done shortly. But we're going to change the pulley today, get rid of the 60-year-old nylon pulley, and put on an Audio Salente aluminum machine pulley. I've tried these in the two other turntables I have, my original one from 1976 and the one I restored that my son now has. And I really like them. It's a fine piece of equipment. Uh, Simone with Audio Salente has been very helpful as far as some issues go, because I've discovered there are two different types of pulleys, which I'll show you in a second. And he was very helpful getting things working for me. Uh, so we will go to a different angle and then go to work. Now, this turntable has a pulley that just presses on, but I also discovered this is another style they have, and this one has a retainer, and if you press down on the collar, it will expose a couple set screws and you can reseat it. Interesting. I've had both of these work. I will be replacing the press-on with another press-on from Audio Salente. And I've had to, one I replaced previously had this press-on, but because it was a 50 hertz pulley that was on it, and I was replacing with a 60, we ended up going with the collar. Simone at Audio Salente was able to make a new spring for me and collar, and that had worked. He was very helpful in that. So you can find either type, and it can be done either way. Should you have this and you want to go with the aluminum, there is a spring in there. Do not lose it. You're going to need it. Now, to take this off, uh, some I gather are tighter than others. So you have to be gentle, because what you don't want to do is bend the spindle. This one is not bad. I am gently pulling up and using a screwdriver below to ease it up. Okay, so that's slid off. Now, the new one comes with a Teflon washer, and he gives instructions. The washer is supposed to go over the felt washer that's in there. And then you have your base, which has three prongs on it. The prongs go up. There is a brass fitting in there that pushes on. And now the upper section has 3 notches that those prongs fit into. Okay, so that's all it took to do that. Now I'm going to put the platter back on, and let's see what this looks like speed-wise. So we have our speed test, and the 33 and a third is off by approximately 1%, and the 45 is off by 0.3%. Now, there's several factors that can alter that. I may play with it more. I guess my phone might have been off center. The belt was not a new belt. So I can probably improve that as I put things back together. But we definitely are in the range.